Yeah, so a short field is basically full throttle with the brakes on,
Yep.
then off the brakes, and it just saves you a few metres.
Yes, yeah,
Okay, because we're kind of at max weight, it'll be quite a sluggish start otherwise. So fuel pump. Right. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Heathfield traffic, Golf Alpha Papa taking off 22 Heathfield. Right, ready? Full brakes. 5,000, off the brakes. Airspeed's alive. Ascent to the runway with and climbing at 72. Okay. Ooh, looking good. Ball in the middle. 300 feet, flaps away. Climbing at 72 again. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, turn the heating off. For the other day, it was a bit chilly on the way back. 1,000 feet. So our airspace above us is 2,500. So we mustn't go above that. Get a bit more height, so we got up to about 2,000. Okay. So this is looking fine at the moment. And we're going to depart the circuit to north. Heathfield traffic, Golf Alpha Papa, departing the circuit to the north, Heathfield. Aircraft up there.
Yep.
Right, so we want to climb, we can actually get a bit more, because we should be climbing at 72 is our best climb.
Okay.
That's about our best climb, so we're getting about 1,100 feet today. Most I've had it is about 1,500 feet.
Oh, what, 1,500?
1,500 feet a minute, yeah. Okay. Right, and we're going to level off at about 2,000 feet.
2,000, yeah.
And we're going to head to our first station, which is to be London information. Just so we're talking to someone. Right, so throttle back to about 4,500 revs is about where we want to be for 90 miles an hour. So we'll kind of level off now, so we're almost level.
Yep.
And we'll check the frequency. We're still climbing, so we need to retrim a bit. We should be trimming for about 90. Don't want to go above 2,500. Okay, so we're still not quite trimmed right. So this is the trim mod I've got to get done at Gary's, because I've got full forward trim with 2 people and a full tank of fuel. I can just about hold 90. I should be able to get it up to about 110. So this trim doesn't go quite forward enough, doesn't allow me to get quite enough nose down when I'm fully loaded. And they've revised the trim mod since they had it first made.
What will he adjust then?
Basically that slot will become a bit further forward, so I can get a little bit more forward on it.
Okay.
And that just means that I can then keep the nose a bit lower without pressure. But I'm having to keep a little bit of right stick on because you're in here with me, and I've got it trimmed so that when I'm on my own I don't have to do that, but because we're slightly heavier on the right now.
Yep.
So that's that little flap on the back of the flap, on the back of the aileron there. See that little tab? That's what that thing is, and it needs to be bent a little bit further down. Okay, so everything's looking good, fuel's fine. We'll leave the fuel pump on because we're about 2,000 feet. Fuel pressure's fine. And we're heading towards Tunbridge Wells. And I will just check we're on London information. And I'm going to make a radio call now. So we'll just get like...
Who will you be calling?
I'm just going to call London information.
London, yeah.
just so I've got someone to talk to. Problem is the lower airspace radar at the moment, which is Farnborough, they close in a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
There's no point getting a service from them. So the only other people to talk to at this time of night is London Information.
Are they there up until the hours of darkness?
They're all night.
All night.
I think. London Information, Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa for a basic service.
Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa, London Information. Hello, pass your message.
Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa Eurostar Microlight VFR for a flight from Heathfield in Sussex up to the QE2 bridge and return. Currently overhead Tunbridge Wells at 1,900 on 1025. Request a basic service, please.
Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa, Roger, squawk 1177 with Charlie, basic service.
1177, Mode Charlie, basic service. Thank you, Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa. So I had to say I wasn't allowed to abbreviate my call sign to Golf Alpha Papa because he called me Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa.
Right.
If he had come back and said Golf Alpha Papa, then I could respond to him with Golf Alpha Papa. Yep. That makes sense. Right, so we just lost a bit of altitude. It's going to be a bit thermal today, so we'll probably be up and down a little bit. So we've put on a bit of few revs, and we're just going to climb up to 2,000 again. Now, all he's got on his tab probably is that I'm flying to the QE2 bridge and back from Heathfield.
Yep.
It doesn't have a radar.
Okay.
So he can't tell us about any traffic or anything like that.
Right.
He literally is someone that I can ask for information or if there's a problem I can talk to him about where I could go or whatever. So
yep.
That makes sense. Okay, so we haven't got a radar to tell us if we're going above.
What was that?
November 4-5 Victor, this Sunday?
No, someone a long way
November
away.
4-5 Victor, danger 207 is not active.
So there's someone right on the edge of our coverage area,
okay,
talking to them. The London Information, I guess, has got antennas everywhere.
London, Following 01, there's north of Penrith now, happy to go en route to Carlisle 123605.
Sorry, 01, certainly squawk on security, bye-bye.
Security, bye-bye.
Right, so I'll throttle back a bit now. So I thought what we'll do, if we, basically we'll go up, go to the QE2 bridge,
yep,
show you Dammins Hall, then we'll go up to Brentwood, back over Horndon,
okay,
maybe orbit over Horndon, see if we can see your old house.
yep,
And then head back somewhere.
okay.
Because we're a bit later anyway, so we wouldn't have time to go to the coast. Unless you want to just fly down, maybe we go down to Eastbourne if we've got
Well,
time.
let's see when we're coming back, Dave.
Yep.
We are there.
Right, Frida. Fuel, good. Radio, Farnborough radar. Engine, all looking good. Direction, we're heading north. Altitude is 2,000 on 1025. So, because it's quite a hot day today, you see the oil temperature's over 100.
What would you like it at?
Well, normally it runs at about 100.
Oh, okay.
So we don't want it to, if it comes up to here,
Yeah,
then we'll maybe go and find somewhere to land. But here's fine, it's because it's a warm day. And now it's coming into summer. I've actually got like a neoprene like jacket around the oil radiator.
Okay, yeah.
Because during the winter it takes forever to warm up and it struggles to get to 100. You want it over 100 because it helps any moisture in the engine evaporate,
Yep.
so it doesn't go rusty inside. Will I hold the stick for a minute?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Sure? Okay. Reader check complete. So that is Tunbridge.
Okay, yeah.
So we've just been over Tunbridge Wells.
Yes, yeah.
On the way back, we could fly over Buell Water, actually. Might be quite nice.
It's over that way, isn't it?
Back that way, yeah.
Or back that way.
Yeah, so we'll swing round slightly east. So were we to have an engine failure, we would want to land in that direction.
Because?
Into the wind.
The wind, okay.
So you can start to see London over there in the skyline. See it just poking through the haze.
See the haze all right.
You see there's a few little black bits sticking up?
Not very distinctly, Dave, no.
See the coolant's hanging around at about 80.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, yeah. So I wonder if maybe it was the other day on the way back from the Isle of Wight, because we climbed quite high. Maybe that made it get...
How high did you climb then?
About 5,000 or 4,000, I think.
Okay.
Just to close across the...
London, it's Golf Bravo, November, Papa Oscar. We're 25 nautical miles to run to Echo Golf Bravo, Oscar now. We're just about to start our descent from flight level 70, and we'll free call half penny green 123.005.
Papa Oscar, Roger, Squawk, Oscar Cutie, bye-bye.
Good evening.
He sounds very bored, doesn't he? That guy. Not much to do this evening. When we get a bit further north, we got to start being aware of the, I don't know whether you can see this blue area.
Yep.
So that's the CTA.
03, Roger, Squawk, Oscar Cutie, bye-bye.
Control area for City Airport.
Oh, okay.
So we mustn't go into
London
that.
info, W20. W20, pass your message.
W20, we're 5 minutes out from Lomas and good two-way, going en route, so we'll call you when we lift Lomas later.
W20, Roger, bye-bye for now.
Bye now.
Should do a selfie, shouldn't we? We forgot to do a selfie last time.
Oh, right.
Yep. Take a couple. Take one with the... Okay, so you can see we're actually flying. So Frank said... Well, Gary, who's a mechanic, said, I would guess that as the air temperature rises, your engine would run a little higher and some has spilled out of your expansion bottle, assuming you have no leaks from the pressure side of the coolant system. Your expansion bottle should vent to atmospheric air pressure. Maybe the vent is blocked. Well, it did have lots of air in it. Maybe that's an air block. Gwyn said, my bottle only has...
information, Solid 06 for a basic service.
My bottle only has half an inch...
06, London information. Hello, pass your message.
Half an inch of coolant in it, and has never moved, might do in flight. And Frank said, it looks like the inside of a standard 801 owned. So Gary's a mechanic.
Yep.
So, and he services his own Rotax, so I'd imagine it looks like it is kind of the heat, and it's just, for whatever reason, overflowed a bit when it's got hot. But it's certainly holding its temperature nicely, isn't it? So,
Well, that, yes, that hasn't moved a lot since it
No.
got up there.
not at all. And this is a little bit higher, like I say, than it normally is, but that's fine because it's well within the green.
Yeah, yes.
So, and the pressure's perfect. So, right. So, we just got to go around this mast here. You can see that. We don't want to go close to that. And then once we're past that, you can see the QE2 now in the distance. Just to the right of our nose. Don't know whether you can see it yet.
I think I can.
So, rules of the air say that if we're following a road or a train line or something, we need to be on the right-hand side of it.
Because?
Just the way it is. It's rules of the air. So, as we're going over the bridge, that means we need to be on the right-hand side of the bridge.
Right-hand side, yeah.
I'm getting alerts now about the antenna down there, so we've just got to be within, not within 500 feet of it, which we're not.
Where are those alerts coming then?
Just up here.
Oh, on here.
So I get them in my headphones because they're on Bluetooth.
Okay.
Right, so now we're around that, I can turn back on track. We get a bit of turbulence here normally just because of the North Downs.
Yep.
There are aircraft up there. 1,000 feet above. Over there somewhere. It's an airliner. Quite warm tonight, isn't it?
Quite pleasant.
Right, so here's the M20. What would that be? M20, I guess. M25. Can't be there. No, maybe it is M25. And that down there, I've no idea what that is. Got Seven Oaks, we're past Seven Oaks. Right, so can you see the QE2 bridge?
Yep, I got it.
Start to see London?
Yeah, well, in the heights. Yeah.
Haze, yeah.
Take a video and send it to that minister that doesn't know where the second crossing is.
Stand by, number one. Bravo Zulu Hotel Victor, thanks for waiting, pass your message.
Must be Tilbury there, where that ship is. I think that's where the some of the cruises go from.
Oh, is it? Maybe that's a cruise ship there, that white one next to the yellow one.
Yeah.
Right, Frida, feels good. Radio, we're on London information. Engines all looking good. Fuel pressure's good. Direction, we're heading due north. Altitude, we're at 2000 on 1025. Frida check complete. I get the Frida check coming up every 8 minutes to remind me to do it.
Okay. Yep. You've set that up, yep.
Yeah, yeah. And then I've got another one on 17 minutes or something called a life check, which is slightly different. It just reminds me to do regular checks. And where's Brands Hatch? I thought we were going to fly over it.
Sorry? Brands
Hatch. I can't remember. It's around here somewhere.
I think we're too far up for it now.
I think it's back there. So if we, when we route back, we'll go a bit further east. Because often they've got racing on in the evenings. Yeah, that is a cruise ship over there, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Red Olsen lines run from there.
Which lines?
Red Olsen.
Oh, okay.
They do a lot of tours to Norway.
Oh, there's a good runway down there. Look. We needed it. See this yellowy green field? I think that would be quite a good one to land in if we had to. Right, you're going to need to start looking out soon for Horndon, because I think I found it once. I'm not sure I'll be able to find it again. You can just about see the shard now as well, if you... It's just the pointy one. See that?
Yep, see it.
Not sure where Canary Wharf is though, that must be just by the... It's so bright with the glare, isn't it?
I cleaned the screen.
Huh? The clean screen?
I cleaned it.
That's why I can see where I'm going for a change. Right, so now we've got the live check comes up, so that's slightly different, which is location, so we're just south-east of Dartford. Instruments, which are all looking good, fuel is fine, and then we do elapsed time, 20 minutes. You keep track of the elapsed time, because I've got 5 hours of fuel, so I can...
We've been up 20 minutes.
Yep. That counts from the moment it gets altitude, basically.
Yep.
Or I think it's probably done on the speed once we start accelerating, actually. That's Lakeside we're just going over now. Probably can't see it. The Q2 bridge looks so small from up here, doesn't it?
It does look very small, doesn't it? I think Horndon...
London Information Helicopter Golf Echo Tango Kilo Tango.
I think Horndon is about 1 o'clock.
London Information, good evening, pass your message.
Helicopter Golf Echo Tango Kilo Tango is Robinson R44, 1 POB, just out of Falmere en route to Peterborough Conington, just climbing to 1,200 feet on 1024 and request a basic service.
Golf Kilo Tango, thank you, squawk 1177, basic service.
1177 basic, thank you, Helicopter Golf Kilo.
Lost a bit of altitude now because of the river, I think. A bit cooler.
Yes.
Cool. Had a few revs to climb. But being aware that we're still 2,500 ceiling, so I won't go above 2,000 bird there. Luke always said, if you see a bird, hold your course because it will get out of your way.
Probably true.
So I guess in a minute we're going to go over, what's the other shopping? Blue Water.
Oh, Blue Water's behind us, this is Lakeside.
Oh, this is that, okay, I saw Blue Water then. And then in a minute on the left hand side, so you'll see, okay, I can see it now. If you go to about 10 o'clock,
yep.
there's a lake.
Yep.
If you go that way from the lake,
yep.
you'll see there's 4 or 5 hangars in a row. If you go kind of that way to the next, that's Damon's Hall.
What?
Damon's Hall. That's what do they call it? Hornchurch. Yeah. Where they do the nice breakfasts.
Oh right, okay.
So this is when I've come up here for breakfast. This is the little flight I've done on a Sunday morning. Be careful because we're at 2,100 now. So don't want to climb up anymore.
I think Horndon is now to our right.
Okay. Well, let's head over to Brentwood.
This must be where Maureen used to live. Ockenden.
Right, do you want to send her a picture? Might like to see it, won't she? Please.
Hover for a minute.
I'd love to. Yeah, so look, there's Damon's Hall down there. See the windsock.
Oh yeah, yeah. You fly up there for breakfast, do you?
Has been known. Do a very good breakfast.
That's the M25 underneath us.
Yep.
Horndon is over to the right.
So is that it there?
Could be it, yeah.
So if we go, the plan was we fly up to Brentwood, turn around, and then we route back over on the right with Horndon on the right hand side. Then we'll go over Thurrock. There's an airstrip at Thurrock as well. So that must be Brentwood there then, I guess.
I would guess it is, yes. Yeah.
Or is it? Or is that it there? That might be Brentwood actually. Oh no. No, it is this.
Well, once you find the A127, fly down it, Brentwood.
Still the A27, M25's underneath us.
25 is, yeah. But there'll be a junction up there. 127 coming off of it.
What, and that takes you through,
That takes you down till Southend, but
what, through Brentwood, or
no, Brentwood's just off to the left.
is that a railway line there? Yeah, it is. Look.
Stand by.
It's running past those ponds.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
That takes us straight to Horndon, by the looks of it.
Takes you to Langdon, yes.
So should we go along that then?
Golf Hotel Victor, Donna North, Delta 307 is not active. Golf Hotel Victor, no problem. Are you in the vicinity of the Humber?
127.
And what's your level, please?
Right, so that's the road that takes us.
Down to
Golf Hotel Victor, thank you. There's northbound traffic, but
Southend, but
get their level.
Billericay's on the left.
November 45 Victor, what's your level?
That must be Billericay there then. Or is that Brentwood? That's Brentwood. No, that must be Brentwood.
Can you give me the
It's Brentwood.
That's Brentwood.
November
think
45
that must be Billericay.
Probably Billericay, yeah.
Please, am I? November 45 Victor.
So has
Barnsley,
Horndon got a church or anything?
Yes.
There's going to be one of these villages, isn't it?
018, just under 4,000.
According to the map, West Horndon, the airfield is just 45 degrees over there. So there it is. There. Oh no, no, that probably is it actually.
AFA 125 475 45 degrees.
Climb up a bit because we've dropped a bit. So by my reckoning, West Horndon, just about. That must be West Horndon there. So what's your best guess for Horndon then, on the hill?
Well, I think to our right, there's
ETA for your landing site.
some housing about
20, so
3/4 of a mile away from us. Right?
Oh, that next one over there, you think? Might be Horndon?
Not,
No, it's on a bit of a
Horndon,
hill,
yes.
isn't it, actually?
looks like it might be.
Okay. Right, we're not going to be able to go straight over it because we're right close to the CTA now. So we're going to have to turn, stay outside it. The Stamford La Hope is just inside the airspace. So Horndon, West Horndon, we're right on top of.
Horndon is just further down the road, left hand side.
I just need to be careful here because we're...
Always 6% in altitude, 1,500 feet.
Always 06, roger.
Okay, so which one do you reckon, Horndon?
I reckon it's a conglomeration there.
Okay.
About 10 o'clock.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that probably correlates because Stanford La Hope then is a little bit further.
Further down.
Yeah.
Probably in the about 11 o'clock.
Yep.
I'm fairly sure that's Horndon just.
So just below us, I can see Thurrock actually. It's just an airstrip's just underneath us there.
That would be Horndon then.
Yeah. Cool. But I don't think we can get any closer
Bigger than
this.
Thought.
Pardon?
Looks bigger than I would have thought. But
Yeah, there's a church there, isn't there? So, yeah. Your photo to send to Claire? So Thurrock looked like a great little airstrip actually. It was paved, I didn't realise that. Okay, there you go. Hello, Horndon. What I'm going to do is just dial in now and tell them that we're heading back south. Golf Charlie Delta Alpha Papa.
Golf Alpha Papa, pass your message.
Golf Alpha Papa, we're over here just slightly north of Grays in Essex. We're now heading south back towards Heathfield in Sussex.
Golf Alpha Papa, roger.
Cool. So what we'll do is we head a bit further east, then hopefully we'll find Brands Hatch somewhere. We can do a search for it. Oh, life. Location. We are just over Grays. Instruments. All looking good. Fuel is fine. Lapse time. 32 minutes. Fuel is good. Radio, another information. Engines all good. Direction heading south. Altitude 2100, 1025. Oh, there we go. That's Brands Hatch there. We pretty much flew over it actually.
Horndon.
No, Brands Hatch.
Oh, right. Coming up, yeah.
Yeah. We weren't looking out for it, were we? No balloons up tonight, which is a bit strange. Often they have like quite a lot around here.
Balloons?
Yeah.
Hot air balloon?
Yeah. Quite good going. You can fly, obviously not that close to them, but you can go get some nice pictures. Big old cruise ship, isn't it? Not the biggest. shame we haven't got a better view of London today. Sometimes from here you can see it quite
Cocky,
well.
isn't it? Stuart's down in West Country.
Sorry?
Stuart's down in Devon,
Boys,
working. Said the company, Post, having a beer brewed down there, called a cooperation. I don't know quite what that means, but sent him down 3 days to observe it. I've got to do it.
sorry, you're breaking up a bit. Can you speak a bit louder?
Golf Mike India, November Juliet, London
better?
information, passing message.
Not really. Say again?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Anyway, they put him up in a hotel, and all he does is watch whatever the brewery's doing.
Level 3500, QNH 1023, you're going to basic service. Golf Mike India, November Juliet, Squawk 1177, basic service.
1177, Golf November Juliet.
Golf November Juliet, where are you from and to?
Say again, Golf November Juliet.
What's your departure point and destination, please?
Departure point is Oxford and destination is Oxford with a turn over London Stop.
Roger.
Right, let's head back over towards Brands Hatch.
Golf Kilo Tango, thank you, bye-bye.
And also Ainsford Castle's over there. I think Lullingston Castle?
Yes. Villa, actually.
Right, so Brands Hatch should be on your side in a minute. About 3 miles away. Can't see it, can you?
Kind of it.
London Info, Jungley 20, hello again.
Jungley 20, London information, hello, pass message.
Jungley 20 is about
There it is.
7 POB, just airborne from Loma.
Oh, no, it's not.
Refuel en route Bickley to the west, routing to the west of Dartmoor, squawking 1177.
No, that is it actually. Yeah, that's the stands, yeah.
Jungley 20, thank you, basic service.
Basic service, Jungley 20, we're shortly going low level, I to call you once let down in Bickley.
Jungley 20, Roger, whereabouts is Bickley, please?
Bickley, seen in northeast of Plymouth.
Pretty
Have
sure
you
it
ever
is.
been there?
No. I used to be quite into it when I was about 10. At Christmas, we used to have
London Info,
Oh, I
Jungley
can
20.
see
a
Yeah.
computer game that was all about Formula 1 back then. But
Jungley 20, request...
it just got really boring because it was always the same people winning.
20 West
Yes, yeah.
1020.
Bit like motorsport.
1020 set, Jungley 20.
First one off the grid, and then
I think they've tried to even it out a bit more now, haven't they? But there was a period where it was just silly.
sidecar racing was good here.
Sorry, what car?
Sidecar racing.
Roger,
That was it?
Yeah.
Just Diamond, the Essex 2, lid to lid, VFR, 2 persons on board, we're currently altitude 4,000 feet, 1025, approximately 13 miles due south of Dover, just routed north and then we'll go slightly eastbound along the FIR. I've only got approximately 15 minutes on time, request basic service.
Hotel 230 Bravo, Roger, Squawk 1177, basic service.
1177 basic service, Coast Guard 230 Bravo.
Big old golf course down there, isn't it? It looks tiny, doesn't it, from up here?
Very small.
in there today. Interesting place to land on that straight bit, wouldn't it? Not sure they'd be very happy. Right, so let's head back on track now.
Can you hear me?
Pardon?
You alright?
No, I wonder if it's... See this bit, if you twist it round the other way...
Oh, I see. Twist.
That's better.
Yep, how's that?
Put it a bit closer.
How's that now?
That's better, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
maybe it was pointing down or something.
Yeah.
Right, another antenna there, so let's route slightly to the side of that.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, it's given me a notice.
Are you being directed away from them purely because of their height?
Yes.
Nothing to do with the coming from the antenna, or
No, it's just literally, it's saying, basically, because
purely the height?
we're a bit too low to be close to it. Because it's a certain height, you've got to be 500, at least 500 feet above it.
Above it, yep.
Or 500 feet away from it. Which we are, so that's fine.
How long have we been airborne?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. We could have crossed the channel, couldn't we?
Yeah, this is about the distance to France.
Yeah, just working it out, that's all.
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes across the channel, I think, and it's about 20 minutes to get to Lyd.
Yep.
So maybe 45 minutes door to door. Actually, yeah, no, that is right. I did do it from Heathfield. Or did I? Did I do it from Kitty Hawk? I did it from Kitty Hawk. Maybe it's a little bit further from Heathfield. Not much. A few minutes. So if we just go head on this track here, then we'll head over to Buell Water and then head in from Buell Water. Okay.
Okay, yep.
Go Buell Water and then we head come in on base.
Haven't seen one bird tonight.
Oh, I saw one, but that was it. Not many. I'm quite happy about that though.
Oh yeah, but is it because I suppose they're not flying, are they?
No, I don't know why. Maybe it's too hot
at
for
night
them.
they roost. So maybe, yeah.
I would have thought this time of night it's quite nice for them though, because it's not so hot. But big vineyard down there, by the looks of it.
Yep. Amazed how many there are now.
Also, how many solar farms there are.
Yeah.
On Instagram, there's often pictures of saying, why are we doing this when we're not doing this? And they have a picture of a car park where all the cars are parked underneath, like a little tin roof that's got solar panels on top.
Yeah.
That seems to me to be a very, very clever idea.
Yes. Yeah.
November 45 Victor, roger.
Good information, November 2445 Victor, on squawk 1177.
November 2445 Victor, thank you, basic service.
Another one? That looks more like trees. Maybe it is a vineyard.
Look very close to get to those rows to be a vineyard.
Actually, that's not a solar farm. Is that a solar farm or is that polytunnels, those? Isn't it? Right. So if we click on the ETA end, we're about 10 minutes out. So
10 minutes out of Heathfield.
10 minutes out of Heathfield, yeah. Take that off, ready for landing. So, should see Buell Water shortly. Be slightly off to that direction. Maybe it's on the other side of that hill. That on the left. Big spire of something. Don't know what that is. No town name given. Massive.
Is Buell Water on our right or left?
It'll be on our... just on our right slightly. What do you think that is then? That's a small village.
That's all right.
Look, look at that thing there.
Looks like a folly.
It does, doesn't it? Or a big church, but it's in a small little village. I don't know what village it is, slightly outside of Tunbridge. Graham might know. That might be Buell Water just up there. You can start to see maybe some watercolours. Right, we can climb a bit now. We're just coming out of underneath the 2,500 TMA.
Okay.
So we can put on a little bit of altitude. Get up to about 2.5. Because that's a smidgen safer. Then on our left-hand side, there's Laddingford. There's Laddingford, I think. Windsock, maybe? Or maybe it's that one there, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh no, there it is, look. See it's going that way?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a really nice one. I went there one evening. Haven't been to Old Hay, which is slightly further. Maybe that's Old Hay and that's Laddingford or something. I remember Laddingford being in a weird kind of... quite difficult to find because it's in amongst loads and loads of trees. And Buell Water should be just off. There it is. Buell Water.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Have you ever been there, have you?
Yeah, took Izzy and one of her friends from Eastbourne. What was her name? I can't remember. Took her there, yeah, a few years ago. They have like one of those water parks, you know, the bouncy things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good day out, was it?
It looks very wet just there, doesn't it? Amongst those trees.
Yeah, that looks like it's designed that way, doesn't it? Like it's some lakes. Maybe fishing lakes or something.
Yes, maybe.
That almost looks like another runway there, doesn't it? But I don't think it is. Well, maybe that's Old Hay there then. So there aren't any hangars. I don't know. But I'm going to call in and just switch back to safety comm now. So. Golf Alpha Papa now 5 miles northeast of Tunbridge. Request a frequency change to safety comm 135.48.
Golf Alpha Papa, Roger, squawk, conspicuity. Bye-bye.
Conspicuity, thank you, good night. Golf Alpha Papa. Okay, 7,000, back on safety comm. So just wait for a minute, then we'll call in. Heathrow Traffic Golf Alpha Papa, 2 miles north of Buell Water, will be joining in approximately 5 minutes, right base 422 Heathrow Traffic. go to the left of Buell Water, then you can see the majesty of it. Free to check. So fuel's looking good, radio, we're now on safety com, engine, all looking fine. The oil temperature's crept up a bit. So I'm going to take that jacket off, I think. Do that when we get, actually I won't do it because it's hot. I'll do it before I fly on Friday. Direction, we're heading south.
Coolant level's dropped, isn't it? Or the temperature.
No, it's been about that the whole way, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a little higher.
No, I don't think so. I think it's remained about that. This has gone up a little bit, but not much, but it's still well within the green, so.
Oh no, it was that one. Yeah, oil.
Yeah, this one's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has stayed pretty constant. Oil pressure's nice. Direction, we're heading south, and altitude 2,100 on 1025, so free to check's complete. Right, so that's you see the jumpy kind of assault course thing? Yep. Does look quite full still, doesn't it?
It looks it, but
yeah, that's reassuring. I was expecting it to be empty. Well, I don't know where they're going to build these new reservoirs around here, because they did say they're going to build a couple in the south, didn't they?
they did say, yes.
Yes, they need to find a valley that's empty. Big stately home over there.
Yeah.
That is Sissinghurst Castle, maybe? Okay, so let's head back now to Mayfield, which is this way here. So what we're going to do is we're going to head in and turn across Mayfield, and then we want to be at 1,000 feet at Mayfield, because then we're going to start our
descent. Yeah.
descent. Yes, correct. It doesn't look too empty, does it? Or maybe, actually, if you look at the overflow, it's a bit below, isn't it? Yeah, the shoreline's a bit back. Not too bad then. Difficult to tell though, I suppose, isn't it? I guess for every metre it goes down, that's a heck of a volume that it's
It's a hell of a lot, yeah.
Quite a gentle slope, isn't it? Okay, so we're about 5 miles away, and we want to be down. So I've got to change this now to airfield elevation, because this is still on mean sea level.
Okay, yeah.
So the airfield elevation is 330 feet, 30 feet per click. So it's basically 11 click, and because it's higher than sea level, we've got to go down. So we go down to 1014.
Yep.
Right. That means above the airfield, we're at 1,600.
Yep.
But above the sea level, 1,900. 300 foot difference. So we could do an error check just to make sure that this one I always leave on sea level.
Right.
This one I'll switch to airfield, right?
Okay.
So we've got 600 feet to lose in 2 miles, so we will start descending now. So I'll throttle back a little bit. We'll put the landing light on, ready. Life check, so we're just overhead Buell Water. Instruments are all looking good, fuel's fine, fuel pump is on. And we are, elapsed time should be about 50 minutes, yeah, 50 minutes now. So Mayfield is going to be off to our left in about 1.5 miles. So, probably there, I reckon.
So what would that place be?
Where?
Just down below on the right.
I don't know. Buell? Is there such a place? Buell Water? I don't know.
Maybe.
It doesn't have the names of the villages, unfortunately, on the map. So. Right, so I can't see the tower, not the tower, the antenna yet.
What, the one near the field?
Yeah. Along that ridge line somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, there it is, I see it, okay, right. So Mayfield there. I think that's Mayfield there.
There's nothing there. Oh, I see it now, yeah.
Just on the hill. Right, so we do need to do our downwind checks. So brakes are off, undercarriage fixed and locked. Mixture don't have one. Fuel pump is on, fuel sufficient to go around. Instruments are all looking good. Carb heat we don't run. Have hatches and harnesses, you're all strapped in, nothing loose, all good, yeah?
Yep.
Right. What we'll do is we should be at about 1,000 feet. And we'll call that we're joining base. And then it's down to 3,000 revs, one stage of flaps on base, and then we're on final, and then it's sterile cockpit time.
Yep.
Right, 1,200 feet. So do you see the church?
See the church, yeah.
That's where we ring the bell, apparently. That's where you're supposed to turn. If you're coming down when you're coming that way, you get to the church, turn right, then turn right. That's the sort of reference point for the turn. So what we'll do is we'll fly over it, and when we get to the church, we'll then throttle back and start the descent.
Right.
Okay? Big old place down there. I don't know what that is. A school or something?
I don't know, might be another National Trust place.
I don't know, it kind of looks modern. Modern in an old style. It's got a massive cathedral or something. Right. Heathrow traffic, Golf, Alpha Papa, joining right base, 22, overhead Mayfield, Heathfield. Right, I've got to try and get my bearings right. I see the mast, so that must be the airfield there, I guess. Right, so we're 1,000 feet, which is bang on where we should be at this point. I'm going to turn now. Nice gentle turn. We want to go parallel to the... Sorry, we want to go 90 degrees to the runway. Right, so there we go. Right, so 3,000, so we drop our speed now. I'm just going to talk you through what I'm doing.
Yes, please.
Okay, then we retrim because we want to get to 72, so one stage of flaps down, so we lower the nose a bit to maintain higher speed. Trim for 72. Quite far out at the moment, so I'll put a few more revs on. There's 72 on base, and that's because the last turn we don't want to be too slow because we're low.
72
miles an hour.
Right.
Okay, check final, nothing on final. Okay, we've got the airfield in sight. A nice gentle turn. So this is a turn that's always got to be taken very gently. If you take it too steep, if you overshoot,
right,
then you can stall, and because you're quite low, that can be very dangerous. Keeping the speed up on the turn. 72. Right. Heathfield traffic, Golf, Alpha Papa, final 22, Heathfield. So you see we overshot a bit there, so that doesn't matter. Right, so three stages of flaps. We'll retrim now to 60. We want to keep our speed up. We're quite a long way away at the moment because we're probably a bit further away on base than I normally do. Want to regain the centre line. Keeping 60 now on final. Ball back in the centre. Get a bit bumpy over the trees. So if the speed drops, we have to lower the nose, speed up. Put on a few extra revs because we're low. Clear the power lines. Throttle back now to start our descent. Okay.
Yep. All okay.
So touching the brakes now. So very different, isn't it, from the last time we did that?
Yes.
But I've adjusted my aim point now, so I'm aiming, whereas I used to aim for that hedge, I'm actually now aiming for the threshold, but actually rounding out a bit.
Right.
And you can see we just touched down just after the ridge.
Yep.
So there we go.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Yep.
Log engine off. Planning mode. Fuel pump off, landing light off.